Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? Sorry the video's so late. Here we go. Tune the banjo. We're gonna strum it if it's all cattywampus and wonky. So when you tune your banjo and it kind of sounds like that, what we're gonna want to do is find anything that can give us a G. La, 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 la. The fifth string is a G. When we go to the next string, it will be a D, but we're gonna skip this string and go to the next string, which is also a G. So both of those should be in unison. It's an octave. La 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 la. So when we go up those 7 notes and hit the 8th one, it's just gonna be the same as the first, the root, the G. The idea behind this is when we play the 5th fret on that D string, that's also a G note. Here's why. Here's an open D, then it goes to D sharp, then it goes to E, then it goes to F. There is no E sharp, kinda. Then it goes to F sharp, and then the next note is going to be a G. So if you do a full spider and go up 1 note, that's gonna be your G note, which is the same as now your 2 strings open. So if we play that, and our other 2 strings are at G, we tune that note then. So all 3 of those play the G note. So when we go to the 4th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, on the G string, that gives us our next note above it, which is the B. So 4th fret on the G string gives you the B note. Nice? And then the last note, when we play this B string and go, it doesn't matter because the lowest note is a D. So then we just tune this one to a D, which I didn't tune this out. Just fine tuning there. At this point, we should have G on the 5 string, D on the 4 string, G on the 3 string, B on the 2 string, and then a D on the 1 string. So when we go, it should sound pretty like a G major. The chords we learned were the G major, but just for posterity's sake, put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. 1, 2, 3, boom, leave it. Second finger is gonna go on the 4th fret, the string right below that, the G string. And then we're gonna take our 3rd finger and then we're gonna put that on the 5th fret of the D string. When you have this one, and this one, and all of your fingers aren't flat, they're pointy, you will be playing a G major. So that 3-finger note with the other string here open, or you can put your pinky down here. Why? This D string and this D string are the same. So you get a G major chord. When you strum open, G major. When you play this chord, G major. We'll learn where the other G majors are, where all the Fs are, where all the E minors are, where all the Cs are. But for now, focus on the open G. Focus on putting your 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And the concept is, we're gonna be working with these 2 chords for our teeter-totters. It's the second of the exercises, and we'll come back to that. Spider exercises require us to play all 4 frets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go back. Notice I'm playing with my 1st finger. That's just the one I chose. You can also do thumb, 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 thumb. Guess what? Thumb, thumb, thumb. Back to the beginning. The concept behind this isn't to go fast. It's to play the note. So in the beginning, just play it like 4 times. At this point, when you go slow enough, the thumb over here is going to be playing in rhythm, and your finger's gonna be moving. When you get to this 4th fret, it might be kind of hard, so you can lift that 1st finger up, but the idea is to not lose your rhythm, to keep going to the other strings, and to not play the metal fretting, to actually play in the middle of the fret. That's the whole purpose of this. It should be kind of like secondary nature. Once you go through this playing quarter notes all the way up for all 4 beats, then you can maybe possibly change it to like something like this, which plays half notes, which changes that to playing on the 1 and the 3. 1. And then when I get to the top, go all the way back to the beginning. You can also play with different fingerings. Ooh, I hurt that finger. It's kind of hard to do. The idea is we get really good at playing with each one of our fingers, even, dare I say, the pinky down here. And when they all get a little bit stronger, it's much easier to do these kind of roll thingies. But the idea is, this is all a stacking of concepts idea. Right now, we're starting out a couple of wee little bitty concepts. And then eventually, when we've just got a bunch of concepts together, it shines. The music comes forth from what we've been doing, believe me. So, practice those spider exercises. Right now, stick with either the first finger or the thumb. Don't go that fast. Go half that. And then the next one is the teeter-totter. The aforementioned chord was this. We played with these 3 fingers and played a stroke. We're gonna move the first finger, put the second finger where it was, put the third finger where the second finger was, and now bring the pinky on. Do you see how this is the same exact chord as this is? I'm just utilizing 1, 2, 3 finger. 2, 3, 4 finger. The concept is, if you can play the chord like this, you can switch back and forth. When we go from playing melodies requires to kind of see chords. And we get these little melodies we'll work on 5, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, and it will make sense with our rhythm patterns. This is how we build rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, place, place, place. Strum, place a finger, place a finger, place a finger. All those open strums are considered rests. And because the rests fall on 1, 2, 3 beats before you repeat the whole process with the other rest, you have enough time to go stroke, rest, rest, rest. Situate the fingies and then play it. If the chord doesn't sound right, you work on the chord while you're working on the rhythm. If you can't do this and keep it going, you slow down. You can try this with the open G, which doesn't make sense because it's the same each way. But guess what? If you go up to the 12th fret, it's the high G. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When we do a scale, it just brings us all the way to the 12th fret. So if you went 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a way of exercising your brain and going, cool, I know where the G's are now. The next G that you know is this one, which is what we're going to try with our finger exercises while counting out, strumming just on the 1. The other 2 chords that you learn are C major, which is first finger, leave it on the B string. Second finger all the way on the low D string. And believe me, you're going to play this high G all the time thinking, why is it not making a sound? You will eventually start to see the 5th string as an abstract thing through the way I teach. We treat this as it is a tenor banjo, 4 strings, and then add the 5th when we're doing rolls. So don't worry about the 5th. There will be an opportunity and a great way for you to explain why and how to use it, but for now, check out the C major, open G, G at the 3rd, C major. Move the first finger, play with the second finger, move the second finger, play with the third finger. You can play C major with 3 sets of fingering. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. All the while making sure that your thumb is straight up and down for every single one of these. If you pay attention to this and keep that thumb up, practice those ghost notes, those rests, while playing on a rhythm beat, and then just doing the chords in order. We will have so much super fun learning the rolls and how to play clawhammer later. We're going to learn how to play chords. So at least when you're playing your favorite music, you can hear something like, I don't know if Sunset Road is a great one to do here, but anyhow, I'll just leave it with like a little rocky top. These are the chords, and then when you play that out of rhythm, it feels a little awkward. So what we want to do is have this. All these chords, turnarounds, movements, I know it seems a little weird and funky, but the idea is if we go slow, see how my fingers are kind of floating around where the chord shapes are to get the different. Finger movement is where it's at.